The time is now 6 p.m., and the open house component of the hybrid public hearing has concluded. We will now begin the second component of the hybrid public hearing, the formal presentation. The hybrid public hearing serves as an official forum for members of the public to express their opinions regarding the project. During the presentation, we will provide a project overview and display the improvements included in this construction project. The third and final component for this evening is the formal comment period, which will begin when the presentation concludes. Those attending in person and virtually may make a public comment when called upon. Verbal comments from in-person attendees will be addressed first. Then verbal comments from virtual attendees will be addressed. I am pleased to introduce Mr. Troy Byers, the FDOT Project Manager for the US 98 Resurfacing Project and moderator for tonight's hybrid public hearing.
Yay! Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming tonight. My name is Troy Byers. I'm the project manager for this State Road 98 project. The Florida Department of Transportation would like to welcome you to the hybrid public hearing for the US 98 Resurfacing Project in Okaloosa County. I will be moderating this hybrid public hearing on the behalf of the Florida Department of Transportation. We would like to thank you for your interest in this resurfacing project. Tonight, I am supported by representatives from FDOT District 3 and the consulting team, and we will be available for questions both in person and online. Is there anybody in attendance that would like to be recognized? Okay. We are holding this hybrid public hearing at the Destin City Hall Annex and welcome those who are participating virtually. And as a reminder, those of you who joined virtually by computer, tablet, or mobile device will also be able to see the presentation and provide verbal comments. Instructions on how to provide written comments will be provided at the end of the presentation. At this time, we would like to recognize any federal, state, county, or city officials who may be joining in person or virtually. Are there any officials who would like to be recognized? Thank you. We will now begin the presentation.
The Florida Department of Transportation would like to welcome you to the hybrid public hearing for the US 98 Resurfacing Project in Okaloosa County. The financial project identification number is 453548-1-52-01. A recording is being made of all oral proceedings and will be part of the public record for this project. Before we begin the presentation, here are a few details to help those participating in the hybrid public hearing through GoToWebinar. On your computer or device screen, you should see an information window that looks like the one shown on the right. All virtual attendees will be placed in listen-only mode for the duration of the hybrid public hearing. Virtual attendees who requested to speak when they registered for tonight's public hearing will be unmuted during the public comments portion of tonight's event. At a later date, we will provide responses to written comments that were submitted during online registration and for comments submitted at the in-person event. If you're experiencing technical difficulties, please contact technical support by emailing Anna Linehan at annahan@atkinsrealis.com. In the event of technical difficulties during the hybrid public hearing, please stay online while we work to resolve the issue. Tonight's hearing is made available for in-person and virtual public participation. A recording of the GoToWebinar will be available on the project website 3 days after the hybrid public hearing. You can also call or email the FDOT Project Manager after the hybrid public hearing to request additional information. All comments must be submitted or postmarked by Friday, October 31st to become part of the official record. The Florida Department of Transportation complies with various non-discrimination laws and regulations, including Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Public participation is solicited without regard to race, color, national origin, age, sex, religion, disability, or family status. This hybrid public hearing was advertised in the Northwest Florida Daily News and the Florida Administrative Register. Persons wishing to express concerns about Title VI may do so by contacting either the FDOT Central Office in Tallahassee or the FDOT District 3 office in Chipley. This contact information is displayed on the screen at this hybrid public hearing and in the handout. This fall, the Florida Department of Transportation will begin a $4 million resurfacing project on US 98 from Paraiso Boulevard to Regions Way in Okaloosa County. This project includes an access management change that will permanently close the US 98 median opening at Regions Way. All left turn movements at this intersection will be removed. This median closure is required to improve safety and traffic flow along this critical corridor, which serves approximately 53,500 drivers daily. This project is scheduled for completion in late 2026. During construction, drivers and pedestrians may encounter periodic nighttime lane closures Sunday through Thursday between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. Additionally, the speed limit will be reduced to 35 miles per hour. Construction for the US 98 resurfacing project, spanning from Paraiso Boulevard to Regions Way in Okaloosa County, is set to begin in November 2025. The project is scheduled to be completed in late 2026. To improve safety and traffic flow along this critical corridor, this project includes an access management change that will permanently close the US 98 median opening at Regions Way. All left turn movements at this intersection will be removed, and the median will be reconstructed as a continuous grassed median. This segment of US 98 will remain in the existing configuration, including 3 US 98 eastbound travel lanes, 4 US 98 westbound travel lanes, 5-foot paved outside shoulders. This concludes the formal presentation. Now begins the third and final component for this evening, the formal comment period. There are multiple ways to provide your comments, written or verbally. If you do not wish to speak at the microphone, you may provide your comments in writing. Every comment method carries equal weight. You will not be on camera at any time during the formal presentation or while providing public comment. Verbal comments from in-person attendees will be addressed first, then verbal comments from virtual attendees will be addressed. All comments must be submitted or postmarked by Friday, October 31st to become part of the official record. The comment period will be led by tonight's moderator, Mr. Troy Byers.
We are seeking public input during the comment portion of tonight's hybrid public hearing. During this time, you will have the opportunity to provide verbal statements or provide comments in writing. We will now call upon in-person participants who have requested to speak. If you would like to speak and need a speaker card, please raise your hand now and we will get one for you. If you have not yet filled out a speaker card and turned it in, please do so now. Please raise your hand as I call your name and number, then step up to the microphone and state your name and address before making your comments. If you represent an organization, municipality, or other public body, please provide that information as well. We ask that you limit your comments to 3 minutes. Okay. I don't have it. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
This project looks like it's pretty straightforward. I'll start by saying first, every time I've worked with FDOT, I've lived here for 5 years. I live in Miramar Beach. And every time I work with FDOT, nothing but short of stellar. I mean, every time. But everybody I've spoken with about maybe changing something, they take those comments and I appreciate that. It's very good. And so, but anyway, just a real quick one. I'm a highway sign guy. I know when I think the road was built in 1984. And back then, there's a couple signs pointed maybe that they had written, and that was open, directed people to I-10 and coming off 98 both directions. And just small, 36-inch signs. I don't know if this is part of the project, but it would be nice to have some big overhead signs pointed to I-10 and 293. Very similar to what they do at 79 and over at stay around 79 and then Austin Beach.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's done. I think there is one on. There's already a big sign coming up in 98. So this would be nice to have two signs, one on either side. Right past the electronic sign that was just put up. That's part of the project. So that'd be nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, speaker number 2. Mr. Jones.
Good afternoon, Troy.
Hey.
I have a question. My name is Nick Jones from Next City Networks. Company working on a project on Highway 98. Pretty much wanted to ask, is it possible that you could share the current vendors or I would say companies that express their interest in this current bill?
Are you talking about utility company? Yeah.
To that avail?
Yeah, we can get that.
Okay. That's available, like online or?
Yeah, or we can send it to you.
Gotcha.
We can get it to you. Yes, sir. Just need your email address and we'll get it to you.
Gotcha. Perfect.
All right. Thank you. Is there anybody else? That was it? Okay. This concludes our in-person verbal comments. We would now take comments from online participants using GoToWebinar platform.
Thank you, Troy. We will first call upon the virtual attendees who have pre-registered to speak. I will call the name you provided during registration and unmute your microphone. When the microphone icon is green, you are ready to make your comment. If the microphone icon stays red, you will need to click the microphone icon once and it will notify you that you are unmuted. Speaker number 1 that we have registered is Mr. Joe Hurley. Mr. Joe Hurley, one more call for Mr. Joe Hurley. All right, if there are any virtual attendees who did not pre-register to speak, who would like to speak at this time, please raise your hand. I do not see any additional participants who raised their hand to provide comment. I'm going to hand it back to you, Troy.
All right. This concludes the public comment period. I would like to thank everyone for taking the time to share your comments concerning the US 98
resurfacing project here in Okaloosa County. You may continue to submit your written comments after tonight's hybrid public hearing using the contact information displayed on the screen in the handout or by visiting northwestfloridaroads.com/calendar. Comments must be posted or emailed by Friday, October 31st to become part of the public official public record. Additionally, a recording of the GoToWebinar will be available on the project website 3 days after the hybrid public hearing. You can also call or email me afterwards to request additional information. Thank you, everyone, for attending. and safe travels.